Thank you for checking out the video. Thank you for checking out the channel. In this video we'll be checking out Calm Down to Earth. I don't know what this is about. I saw this dude from Zac something. This Zac who? This dude from High School Musical. Zac, I don't know. I just saw him in the thumbnail. Calm Down. I want to see what this is all about. I was just watching the Stephen King movies one by Clangers TV, and this popped up after that, so I want to see what this is all about. I'm curious, you know. I'm curious, so without further ado, let's check and see what this is all about, man. Let's jump into it.
Big breath in.
Darren has been teaching me some breathing techniques.
Exhale and hold.
Everybody knows breathing is good for
Everything out and hold.
but I'm talking about really breathing.
Speaking of,
That sounds so pretentious, man. It always baffles me how someone can sell something like breathing, you know, like teaching a class on breathing. I guess there are breathing techniques out there, and I guess that, you know, not everyone out there is aware of how helpful breathing techniques can be, or yoga and all that stuff, you know, meditation, the chakra thing, all that. I know it's useful, you know, but it's crazy that people sell that, because that's such a hard thing to sell. Can you imagine telling someone, you're going to pay me for me to teach you how to breathe better and how to improve your life simply by breathing? I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm just saying it's a hard sell, man. It's one thing to convince someone to try these things. It's another thing to put yourself in a position where people are actually paying you to learn this stuff from you. You know, it's a hard sell, man. So let's see what this is all about, man. And it's also a field that doesn't have a lot of. It's a field that a lot of people who just don't have any education in that field, or don't have any particular training, can just do, you know. How many gurus out there have you seen who just wake up one day and decide, you know, I've been doing this, I'm going to teach people how to do this? Like, it's something that a lot of people do without any training or certification or anything like that. But let's see what this goes, man.
I watched and I don't know if this will go.
About really breathing.
Speaking of, I watched and I don't know if this will go anywhere, but it was just, I watched the Zac Efron travelogue show.
I really want to watch it.
It's I have not had that much fun watching bad television in like literally probably 10, 15 years.
That's awesome, dude.
It's fucking wild. So the premise is like Zac Efron like heard this guy Darren Olian or something on a pod. I guess he's
Who is that?
He's some lifestyle podcaster guy. He's like a Cali like ripped 50-year-old who has like blonde hair, you know, like just this like beach bum guy, kind of like an Antonio.
Yeah.
Just at one of these, like, you know, it's all about energy and fucking, you know, positivity,
Good vibes,
whatever. And so Zac Efron heard his podcast probably on a coke binge and was like, I got to meet this guy.
Yeah.
They became friends, and now they have a travelogue show.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's mostly just a way to pitch Darren's bullshit.
Oh, really? I had no idea there was another guy involved.
He got this. Zac Efron brought aboard this guy.
This lifestyle guru?
Yeah, and then it's narrated by Efron, and Efron's there with him. But they...
So Efron's on Bourdain mode with a sidekick.
With a sidekick.
He's trying to sell you like his
I watched
oils.
The first two episodes. The first one's Iceland and the second one's France. And there's just so many good lines. The second one opens with, "We're somewhere in Europe."
We're somewhere in Europe, about to meet Dr. Alessandro de Francises.
Just in France. Yeah. we're somewhere in Europe, but there's
Eiffel Towers behind them.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, there's so much funny shit in there. First of all, like they go to Iceland, and the first episode is presumably something about like what's it called, like geothermal energy or whatever.
Like they use it for heating.
Yeah,
so.
and he's like talking about he's like we're so behind Iceland in terms of this technology, and it's like, well, do we have all of these volcanoes available to us where you could replace the northeastern
they got
power?
volcanoes over there?
Yeah. Well, that's how it works. Is they like dig into where all this like the geysers or whatever. They use all this shit, and they're like, we need to bring this technology to the United States, but like that's all in post. They add like that VO when he's going around. People like that's all in post. They add like that VO when he's going around. People like everywhere they go. Zac Efron's just being like, are you fucking kidding me? This is... Whoa. Whoa. And
Hell yeah.
I mean, you could do a supercut of that show.
Yeah.
And it's probably like, in the 10 episodes there are, 62 hours of him just being like, whoa, just looking at the camera like,
hell? Are you freaking kidding?
Whoa, look at that.
Hell. Dude. Oh my God.
Yeah, just like him. Just there's at one point they pull up to like some steam processing plant, and it's just steam coming out of the ground and like just billowing in the air. And he's like, "This reminds me of like Jurassic Park or something." It's like, why? What about the dinosaur movie does this remind you of?
It's like Jurassic Park. That's Mother Earth, bro. That's some power.
Well, I think at the end when the T-Rex comes out, isn't there smoke that it clears?
Maybe there's steam. I don't know. It reminds you of that of Jurassic Park.
Probably use steam.
Yeah, I'm sure there's steam that
See?
exists.
Oh, wow.
But just, I mean, so many like moments that are supposed to be comedic, and it's just Zac Efron being a dick to a guy who doesn't understand what's going on. They have one where part of the Norway one, they go to like a chocolate factory. I mean, it's all over the place.
Respect.
Man, that is thick. You could never have a river of this.
And they're showing them how they make fudge, and he's like, "You could never make a river out of this," and it's like, what did just happen? What did happen in your mind?
You could never make a river
It's
out
just
of it?
like saying like schizophrenic shit.
Time for me to go Oompa Loompa.
You can see in the grinder. Wow, dude, that looks gnarly. She stuck her hand in there.
And then the second episode, they go to France, and it's all about water. And they're like, France has public water fountains available everywhere. And then they interview some municipal ladies. Like, the idea is that water should be available to everybody. And
Yo, isn't it crazy how people have packaged, branded, and sold water? Like, some places in the world, water is hard to come by, Some people don't have water. Then you have people putting water in bottles, branding it, and selling it to you for a price that just blows my mind, man. Because you've seen water branded I've seen water branded to seem high class and for the rich, put in a very fancy bottle. Like, dude, just drink the water in your tap, bro. I get if it's not pure, but why the fuck would you buy water at like super scaled up prices? I don't know if I'm making any sense. Like, I've seen water being sold over here in a very fancy bottle, and that shit is expensive. Like, even the people you see buying it are like people with money, Like, how did people manage to brand water like that? It's water, man. It's water. Just drink the water in your tap. You have water at home. Put some in a bottle before you leave for work. and drink that when you need something. And if you have to buy water, don't go for the super high class stuff. Like it's baffling to me that it's crazy how people have taken something as simple and as pure as water, put it in a fancy bottle and sold it as if they're selling you like juice or something. It's insane. It's insane, man. It's insane, man. It's water, man.
And it's like they have that at public park. I mean, you can go into a Starbucks and ask for a water, and they'll give it to you for free.
Yeah.
Almost every fucking business will.
Right.
There is essentially like free water in like New York, but then like whatever point they're trying to make, they end up at some French restaurant that specializes in water.
Hilarious.
A water restaurant.
And they're like,
I
you know,
love
the
when they
waiter's
do
like,
shit like
he's
that.
like, you cannot get this water in America. And he brings like a water, and Zac Efron's like, hell yeah. And he's excited to have this water that people can't have. And it's like, what is the point of it? Because there's a water crisis in.
This is the height of pretentiousness as far as I'm concerned. You guys are here acting like it's wine. It's fucking water. It's water, man. Oh my god. But they're the ones being duped. The sommelier or whatever. The water sommelier. This dude right here. Let me show you. This dude right here. This dude has somehow managed to convince people that the water here is special. That you need to go and spend your money on this kind of water and not the other water you drink. Dude, you're just quenching your thirst, man. Just drink water, man. Stop for... Oh my god, this pisses me off so much. They're acting like it's wine. Going along with it, going along with the show, going along with it's like a bit, man, and you're buying into it completely. Dude, get a fucking glass, put some fucking water in the tap in your house and drink that one. Don't overpay on water, man. It's fucking water, man. I know. And it's weird that they're selling it like this when it's such a basic need in the world and a lot of people don't even have access to water. You know? God damn, man. I hate when people treat water. What am I saying? I hate when they act like it's water is precious, yeah. But don't be out here acting like it's wine. You know, doing this.
America. And he brings like a water, and Zac Efron's like, hell yeah. And he's excited to have this water that people can't have. And it's like, what is the point of it? Because there's a water crisis in Flint.
Yeah.
And now you're in France having water
luxury
for
water.
That's the word, luxury water, man. This shit right here, Fiji, whatever. This is fucking bullshit, man. This is bullshit, man. It's water, man. Stop acting like your water is special. We need water to quench our thirst. That's it. You don't need high class luxury water, man. Jeez.
It's like there's no thesis to any of
No.
it. They have a loose idea.
Wow. That's got some, I don't know.
And then again, they're just sitting there while they're like, whoa, wow.
What the hell?
Oh, yeah, I can't believe. Yeah, it's like he wanted to do a Bourdain thing, met up
Yeah.
with this fucking Darren guy, and then the thing is just completely directionless.
Yeah.
I mean, it's truly insane. He has a different beanie on in every shot, like a brand new beanie, every shot.
I love him. He's looking puffy too, right?
Yeah. At one point, they go to like a waterfall or something, and they're like a ranger comes up to them. He's like, "Be careful around the edges or whatever." And then they're like, they're asking him questions, and they just, they shot all this, right? And they're asking him questions, but they're asking him like, "Do you know how many gallons of water like are processed or like go through this waterfall a year?" He's like, He's like, I don't even think in gallons, so I don't know. They're like, well, do you know how many liters? He's like, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they're like, and then the way they produce that segment is being like, wow, this guy doesn't really know anything.
He's a fucking idiot.
Yeah. And then they added these facts in post with Zac Efron reading them off a fucking cue card.
Right.
I don't know.
It turns out the answer is about 37,000 gallons per second.
So it's like,
To show how smart
just to
he is.
shit on just some guy
Whose job it is not to know those facts.
It's not. He's making sure you don't fall off the fucking ledge.
Yeah, that's not his job, man. I think this guy did not know who these guys were, and while these guys were approaching the ledge or the edge over there, the guy just came in and was like, yo, be careful, blah blah blah. And I think these guys were offended by that, the fact that this guy didn't know who they were, or he acted like he didn't know who they were. And so in post they just made him look like an asshole, man, like a fool or something, which is such a douchey thing to do. They didn't like him. Something happened, they didn't like him, so they just shit on him in post, man. That's crazy.
I don't think this guy really works here.
And then at the end, he's like, there's a story, and he has some anecdote, an interesting anecdote, and not autistic facts rattled off for some shitty TV show that people are only going to watch to do exactly what I'm doing right now.
Make fun of Zac Efron.
Yeah.
And one more thing. Water in motion produces negative ions, which are known to relieve stress, reduce tension, fight depression, and increase energy.
Damn. Although it was annoying when people were like 3 weeks ago, they were like, damn, this man got fat.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on, man. Zac Efron's hot as shit still.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't he jacked?
He's jacked. He's just not like, the insane when he was like super jacked. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just kind of puffy.
Yeah, but he's still like in great shape.
I feel like if you're a child star, you can either go like chill stoner bro or like MMA t-shirt guy.
Yeah, like the guys in
they drive the Channel to go from England to France,
Uh-huh.
and they get off in what is it, Calais?
I think so.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I think that's
And then
what
Colby Calais.
And then they get off.
They get off in her pussy.
The Darren guy is like, he's like, pull the car over. We're getting out of the car, shoes off. And he's like, anytime I'm in a new land, I like to feel the earth. And then he's on the side of the road with his shoes off, like squatting.
like on
he's
pavement.
He's like, Zach, you got to do it.
Just like take the shoes off, feel the earth, get grounded, feel the pulse of the earth. Dude, you're missing out, I'm telling you. Oh, this feels so good. Take your bloody shoes off.
And he's like, because, he's like, when you change time zones, your circadian rhythm gets fucked up because of jet lag. Never mind the fact that they went from England to France.
Yeah, they went like 40 miles.
So your circadian rhythm is not fucked up.
Right. This is purely a fake line on a map.
Yes.
It might be a 1 hour time difference.
You're not jet lagged from your trip from England to France.
It'll help your circadian rhythm.
Well, it turns out the circadian rhythm really is a thing. It's basically your internal clock based on the 24-hour-a-day cycle.
Like maybe if you went to Australia, I'll give you that.
Yeah, and he's like, so when you ground yourself with the Earth's electromagnetism resets your circadian rhythm.
That's
very
awesome.
cool.
But then the whole time, like, Zach's like, I don't know about this. And it's like, motherfucker, you brought this guy.
Yeah.
Because you like this bullshit.
Also, it's like they're clearly trying to like stir up a thing so that when he does take his shoes off, it's like it's like, whoa, Zach's like buying in. It's like, just take your shoes. Who cares?
Yeah.
Put your feet on the grass for a moment and it's over.
The show is just, it's so fun.
I like that it's like an idiot interacting with different parts of the world, but it's also a rich guy being defrauded by like a scam artist.
And then it's also like sub Bill Nye level science. I mean,
there's no way what he said is correct.
Right. They go to a geyser and he's like, so what is this, like water? And they're like, yeah. And he's like, whoa, time for a massage. And they're just at a spa. And he's in a jacuzzi with the fucking podcaster.
That's awesome. Respect. That's my ultimate goal. I want to own a restaurant. Obviously, we've talked about that.
Mhm.
Surf and turf restaurant. That's big for me. But I also want to do a travel show. That would be awesome.
That'd
If
be
I could just
great.
get paid to eat.
Mhm.
The problem is Action Bronson basically did the just like
Did the
fat,
fat
stupid
guys
guy.
travel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But whatever. Someone let me do that. Someone pay me to do that. Once I can travel again. Just eating lamb chops.
I'm gonna go piss real quick.
Wow.
Yeah, well, there's that one. There is that. The combo is basically just talked about everything I was thinking in this one. Like, it's such a hard sell to sell some of these things, man. You know, to sell whatever that guy was selling, man. Meditation, chakras, all that shit. It's a hard sell, man. And Zac Efron seems like the kind of guy who would just buy into this, man. Unfortunately, I don't know. I don't know if it works or it doesn't, man. It just seems far-fetched. So, well, if you liked it, look, I don't know much to say because they said everything I was thinking. I don't know. They did a good job on this, man. They did an amazing job on this. If you like, do the necessary, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and I will see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.